Hello and welcome to my Chain of Thorns reading vlog. I am so beyond excited. This video is a long one, so I recommend you get a snack and something to drink and settle in, but let's get straight into it.
Hello, I am so excited right now. Okay, wow. Today is the 30th of January, which means tomorrow Chain of Thorns comes out. I have shifted my plans around for about the next week. So tomorrow, pretty early, I'm going to be going to buy a copy. I didn't pre-order it just because they were all going to come a few days later and I want it like now. So tomorrow I'm going to get it. Shop opens I think at 9 or 9:30. I'm probably going to go at about 10. I'm going to get it tomorrow. If they don't have it, don't know what I'm going to do. The 1st of February is actually my birthday, and I have told people that I'm going to spend the day reading and we can celebrate my birthday a bit later because I so badly want to read this book. But yes, I'm very excited. I'm very nervous about this book. I guess I'll talk about some thoughts, like pre-book thoughts. That feels like a good idea. So, from what I know at the moment, somebody dies, and I was on the train heading to a show, talking to my friend, trying to work out like who is it that would die, and we were looking at the family tree. I want to make it clear all of this is speculation. I haven't read it yet, so I don't know if this counts as spoilers. I'm sure the rest of the video will contain spoilers anyway, so maybe just wait until you read it before watching. So, I originally thought that Thomas was gonna die, and everyone was saying it's gonna be Matthew. And if it's Matthew, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like deal with that. But also, I wouldn't put it past Cassandra Clare to kill off one of the more beloved characters. So, I don't know. I'm very nervous. I'm very excited. I'm so nervous. I'm still just getting ready, but I did see a TikTok that someone's been calling around to Australian bookshops and none of them have the book in. So I'm a bit stressed. The plan at the moment for me is to go and have a look, see if anywhere has it. The place I'm going has 3 bookstores, so I've got 3 chances. And if I can't find it, I'm gonna get the ebook and then wait until I can get a physical copy. I'm really quite worried about this. I just really want to read this book. Okay, I looked online. Everywhere says it's unavailable in store and online and for delivery, and I'm about to leave to go and see if anywhere has it. I doubt it, but I'm gonna try.
Hello. I'm so excited. It was quite a journey to get this book. One of my friends and I decided to go together because she also wants to read Chain of Thorns, and so we went to a shopping centre that we chose because there were 3 separate bookstores. The first place we went to was Dimmick's. I wanted to get it from there because I had a gift card. They didn't have it. We spoke to a staff member and he said that they were supposed to get them at some point that day, but they weren't in yet, that there was some kind of delay. So we went off to the next one, which was QBD. They also didn't have it, so it was kind of like, you know, our spirits were kind of down. But there was another store called Robinson's. We went. They also didn't have it, and at that point we were like, it's not going to happen for us today. We're just not going to get this book. But we went to Big W because they usually have book's day of release. They did not. We went to Kmart. They also didn't have it. And then we kind of just decided it's not gonna happen. Let's take a break. And we were going to sit at a food court, but we passed by QBD to get there, so we thought let's just pop back in really quickly. And that's when we saw a bunch of boxes on one side of the room. They had gotten all of their deliveries in for the day, and so we were looking, reading each box, trying to see if any of them were the publisher, which they weren't. But then one of the books had a green sticker that said The Last Hours, and or like Chain of Thorns or something. So we got super excited, and I was going to the counter to ask if they can open it for us when I saw that the woman working there had a few copies in front of her. She wasn't sure if she could sell them to us, but she like talked to someone who was in charge, and like that all worked out and we got them, and I'm so excited. We were meant to get like a pin with the book, but they didn't have any. They didn't come with the books, so maybe eventually they said they will get them in and give them to us, but for now I have the book and that's what's important. I'm up to chapter 3. I have been reading. While we were still at the shops, I did find myself very tempted to flip to the end and find out what happens, but I told myself to wait. I did flip to one of the illustrations. If you can see, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick up on it. There are darker pages every now and then. They are illustrations. I did look at the first one and then read a little bit of that page. Oh my god. Already I'm like freaking out. I'm really excited that the paperback does have the alternate cover just as an image on the inside. I love it. I love James. I'm so excited. But once I got home, I felt all of the energy just completely fade away. I'm not gonna lie, I was totally running on adrenaline this morning at the store. I was like sweating because of the adrenaline, and when I got home I definitely crashed. So I did have lunch, but I still feel absolutely exhausted, so I think I'm going to make a smoothie to get some like sugar. I don't know, fruit feels like a good idea right now. And then it's turned out to be quite a lovely day, so I'm gonna go and read outside. I'm so excited right now. Oh my god. One thing I find interesting is that Chain of Thorns is just under 700 pages. Queen of Air and Darkness is 880 pages. It's wild looking at them side by side. Like, this is so much bigger. It's also a bit more well loved and floppy, but like I think I expected it to be a bit bigger. I don't think I ever realized just how big Queen of Air and Darkness was. Okay, it is smoothie and reading time. I'm so excited.
up my appetite.
It's been a bit. I'm on page 84. Looks like Will is willing to help Jessie, which is good. So much is going on with each different lot of characters. It's been really interesting seeing the like parallels between the Dark Artificers and this book. Seeing Malcolm Fade in Cornwall is strange. Being in that same cottage that Emma and Julian stayed in is really interesting. Ariadne is at Anna's place, and just like everything is happening with everyone. Not too much plot-wise has started happening yet, so we're still kind of establishing where everyone is, but yes, I'm very excited. I'm almost at the first illustration, which is the one I have seen, so I know what's coming soon. But yes, I'm having a good time. It is 4 p.m. on the dot, so I think realistically in total I could get another 3 or 4 hours of solid reading done tonight. But yes, I would like to get maybe to like 150, 200 pages tonight, but we'll see. I'm so exhausted right now. I think that rushing around trying to find it kind of took a lot out of me, and like I hate shopping centers, they drain me as it is. I'm trying to be healthy about this as much as I want to finish this as soon as possible. I'm trying to be healthy about it, so I'm not going to stay up too late reading, but tomorrow is my birthday, so I want to feel good on my birthday, so I'm not going to stay up too late, but I'll probably spend a lot of tomorrow reading because it's my birthday and I can do what I want. Okay, back to it. No. Oh my god. Tinsel, no, that's my bookmark. No, Tinny. Oh my god. Tinsel, this bookmark cost me money. You can't just attack it. Oh my god. Wait, are you ow? No. Oh my god, she has torn it apart. I can't believe I caught that. What have you done, puss? I'm gonna have to replace this ribbon now, so I guess you can just have it. Here you go, a gift from me to you. Oh, you crazy girl. Oh, you're stuck, you're stuck, you're stuck. There we go. Oh, is that one out? James just walked in on them. James just walked in on them. Uh-oh. So James just walked in on his wife and his power of attire. Hello. Hi. What? Matthew's been drinking the whole time. He lied. I love James and Matthew. That's all there is to it. I love them. Good morning. It is the 1st of February. It's my birthday. I'm 22. It's still pretty early. I'm still getting ready, but I thought I would come and show you my progress. I have gotten through a good bit, 212 pages. I was reading a little bit this morning. I did fall asleep while reading last night. I woke up an hour later with my lights on and it was was very confused. But that is all good. I am loving this book. Seeing Will be like an embarrassing dad is maybe my favorite part of this entire series. I just kind of love it. I am getting frustrated's not the word. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed that James refuses to tell anybody about what Grace did to him, about like the bracelet and all of that. Like, it would solve so many of the problems. I understand why he doesn't want to, but it would make things a lot easier. But yes, I have a few plans today, nothing too big, and I'm gonna keep reading. I've been trying to like set little goals for how much I can read. So today I'd like to get to page 400 or so, another 200 pages, which is doable considering I started reading at maybe like 2 yesterday and got through about 200. So yes, good, let's go.
Okay, I'm up to chapter 16. It's titled Chimes at Midnight, which is reminding me of the clock in The Dark Artifices, and I am so scared. Gonna be honest, I would commit crimes to attend a Herondale Christmas party. I'd do it. I'd do anything. I'm about halfway through the book and we found out who is making the family tree. I don't know if that's the family tree we got. I had heard that it was a silent brother, but maybe not. But Esme Hardcastle. No idea who that is, but my guess is the family tree is pretty inaccurate. So I don't know what to believe anymore. The Inquisitor is saying bad things about Anna, and this might be the angriest I've gotten in this book. I'm not joking when I say pompous git is one of my favorite phrases. James and Cordelia. I thought it before, but I thought I was being stupid. Are the demons possessing the silent brothers? Someone's gonna die in the next chapter or the one after. I know it. I just know it. Tatiana and the evil, I guess, silent brothers have appeared. And someone's definitely not gonna make it. I'm so afraid. No. This is messed up. This is so sad. I spent so much time worrying about Matthew that I didn't even think of Kit. This book is messed up. The intermission? Christopher, James and Matthew. It's Wednesday morning. I read quite a lot yesterday. I spent so much time worrying that Matthew was gonna die that I didn't even consider Christopher. And a part of me keeps thinking that he's gonna come back, like I'm in denial. Because on the family tree, he and Grace are together, but the family tree can lie. But I do think I'm gonna finish this book today. I'm very excited and scared. I'm having a really good time with it. I'm still very worried about Matthew. At the moment, he and James are in Edom, which is wild to be back there. Like, haven't seen Edom since, what, the Mortal Instruments. But Matthew's not well. And I stopped reading at the point where he's about to tell James what happened and why he started drinking, which I remember reading the short story where we find out about all of that and just being like so heartbroken for him. I just want Matthew to be okay and happy, but yes, we'll see. Also, I didn't say it because I thought I was being crazy, but I thought that the demons were going to like possess Silent Brothers, and then I was like, no, that's not gonna happen, and then it did. So I feel like a weird sense of pride that I caught that, but I genuinely have no idea like where the story's going, like how everything's gonna work out. So we'll see, I guess. I just want to know what happens. It also hit me that this is the last book that we have with these characters. This book is saying goodbye to this story. I don't know why, in my head I just thought we'd see them again. I think because, like, you read the Mortal Instruments and you know that those characters pop up again. And you read the Infernal Devices knowing that there's the last hours where we see them again, and that we hear about them in the future. The Dark Artificers, we have the Wicked Powers in the future, but the last hours is ending and there isn't a series about their kids. There isn't more to their story, and it's just a little bit sad. Bittersweet, I guess, that we're ending these character stories. So many characters. There are so many people that I love in this story. But yes, I'm going to continue reading, and hopefully it goes well. This is just cruel. I'm on chapter 34. I'm nearly done. I'm so nervous. I've got like 10 pages to go, but people just came over. I am hiding in my room right now so I can finish it. The Wicked Powers? What? The beautiful Cordelia and the secret princess Lucy defeat the wicked powers of darkness. Ah! I'm done. I finished. Just as I've finished the book, the rains have hit. There's something symbolic about that, but I'm not smart enough to actually unpack it, so. So, it has been a few days since I finished Chain of Thorns. I can't believe I know what this book is about. I can't believe I know what happens. I can't believe I'm holding it in my hands. I had every intention of writing up a bit of a review to put at the end of this video, but I'm actually quite sick right now. My voice is a little funny and my throat feels like it's on fire, so I'm not going to talk for too long. So I'm not going to go through my full thoughts and feelings today. I'll give you like a summary, I suppose, of my feelings. This book was great. I had a great time reading it. I think that because I was so desperate to just know what happens, I read it a little too quickly. I would like to reread it before I do a proper review. While I did really enjoy this book, it's definitely not my favourite Cassandra Clare book, and maybe not even my favourite in this specific series.
I think that I might have to give it another read to fully appreciate it. That's definitely how I was with the rest of the series. But a few things fell a little bit flat for me. But there were also so many parts of this book that made me so happy and that was so interesting. And so I really don't know where my thoughts are, and because I'm a bit unwell, I can't really focus to think. Hi, I'm editing this at the moment and felt like I just wasn't clear about my thoughts, so I thought I'd jump in and give you a little summary. Apologies for my voice, I am still very sick, but I'm pulling myself together for a few minutes to do this now. So, I am reading off my phone because I gathered my thoughts earlier. Overall, I feel like Cassandra Clare is good at writing compelling characters. Every story of hers that I read, I find myself more interested in the characters rather than the plot itself. I really enjoyed this book, but it spent so much time in the kind of interpersonal relationships between the characters that it felt like the plot was a little bit rushed. I loved the series as a whole and want to reread Chain of Thorns so I can properly appreciate it. I think I rushed it a bit this time because I was so afraid of spoilers and I just wanted to know what happened. I do think that The Dark Artifices is still my favourite Cassandra Clare series, but The Last Hours does come pretty close. I think having the book set in the past means that it has to be character driven because we know the world isn't going to end. But I think that works out fine because the characters are so lovable. I found myself really caring about characters that I hated before I read this specific book. Earlier in the series, anytime Grace was mentioned, I would get just like angry. I just did not like Grace. I remember when the cover was announced, I was quite upset because I didn't think Grace deserved to be on the cover, but I found myself actually really enjoying her chapters, which I think goes to show just how well she was written. I've seen people talking about how it's unrealistic for there to be so many gay characters, which I think is a weird thing to say in general. But I've seen people in the same conversation kind of thing talking about how it's more unrealistic that so many of the characters are out, which is a little bit more understandable because of the time period, but also they fight demons, so like I think suspension of disbelief is a thing. It doesn't have to follow our history exactly. Let queer characters be happy and have happy endings, you know? One thing I absolutely loved were the parallels to The Dark Artifices. Seeing Malcolm in his grief and starting to turn on the Blackthorns and the Shadowhunters in general was really interesting. One last thing I want to mention is how... One other thing that I want to mention is how unbelievably excited I got when Lucy's book was called something something The Wicked Powers. Seeing The Wicked Powers, that was just very exciting, just a bit of an Easter egg, I assume, but I'm very excited about The Wicked Powers, so any mention will get a big thumbs up from me. Overall, I had a lot of fun with this story. I can't wait to reread it, to appreciate it even more, and to see what happens down the road, I guess. I can't believe these characters' story is over. I can't believe I've read this book. I can't believe The Last Hours has come to an end. I can't believe we're never gonna spend time with these characters again. But I'm gonna stop for now because I feel like I'm about to pass out. If you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. This was a long one and I'm honestly dreading having to edit it, so I'm hoping to do a few more reading vlogs throughout the year, even like week or month long ones, just to follow along as I read different things. So you can subscribe to see that. I upload twice a week. Let me know if you've read this book and what you thought. Maybe avoid spoilers in the comments, just in case anyone goes down there and sees something they don't want to see. But that's all I've got for today, so I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh my god. I have such a headache. Okay, goodbye.